FNaF World Nuzlocke have been done by a good amount of YouTubers, but I think the way they've tackled the challenge isn't as interesting as it could be. In case you don't know, a FNaF World Nuzlocke involves you playing through the game, but anytime a character dies, you have to take them off your team entirely and can never use them again. The move and the chip for gift boxes are banned, which gives party members extra lives. Update 2 characters are banned because they're too overpowered, and to win the challenge, you have to defeat Scott at the end of the game. While I think the videos covering this challenge are great, and I recommend you go watch them, I want to try and make the FNaF World Nuzlocke even more difficult. There are 4 rules I want to add to the challenge to increase its difficulty. Firstly, if your entire party dies, you automatically lose the challenge. You can't just make a new party with your characters in reserve after you game over. Secondly, insta-kills like Unscrew are banned because if they weren't, I could just create a team that spams those moves and eventually insta-kill every single boss in the game. And where's the fun in that? Thirdly, the move Prize Ball is banned because it has a chance to do an insta-kill move like Water Hose or Unscrew 2. And finally, the game's difficulty has been bumped up from difficulty 2, which is hard mode, to difficulty 3. FNaF World's hard mode doubles enemies' damage and health from its normal mode, but difficulty 3 triples it. With all these rules and restrictions on the challenge, will I be able to complete it? Well, stay tuned to find out. Enjoy the video. So I spawned inside Fazbear Hills with a pretty reckless and stupid idea. Earlier, I did some testing and realized that these starting enemies absolutely shred through my characters. I'm not even talking about character encounters or the boss auto chipper. The starting enemies will kill members of my team pretty easily. If I'm not able to grind experience off these enemies safely, it leaves me with only one other option. In Area 2, there's a stump that can take you to the glitch world. The enemies here deal an insane amount of damage, but if you can get to Lilligear Lake, you can find an auto shield chip which reduces damage from enemies. My genius idea was to enact Operation Meat Shield, which involves me intentionally putting my worst characters on my starting lineup. While going to the chip, if I encounter any enemies, I'll immediately start to run away. And if an enemy gets a kill in before I'm able to, it'll be a character I'm not too worried about. My sacrificial lineup consists of Foxy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Freddy, and Mangle. I consider these characters my least valuable because they're all pretty damage-oriented, and easily get outclassed by other characters I can unlock later in the game. I want to make sure all 3 of my healers stay alive because healers aren't very common to find in this game, and I decided to keep Freddy alive too because Pizza Wheel is a very funny move. With the lineup ready, I went to grab the chip. I encountered my first battle, and while I tried to run, unfortunately, Mangle was our first dead character. I ended up not running into any more fights before grabbing the chip. I equipped it, and while making my way back, I ran into another battle. Toy Bonnie got hard targeted and was killed before I could run away. Immediately after that fight, I ran into one final set of enemies, and Foxy died as well. Luckily, I was able to make it out of the glitch world with Toy Freddy as a survivor, though I don't think his innocent survived after watching all of his teammates get brutally killed. Mangle, Toy Bonnie, and Foxy all died while getting the chip, which left me with only 5 characters. I tucked Toy Freddy away on Team 2 and put the rest of my characters on Team 1. With the chip in hand, overworld enemies weren't as difficult to defeat, but they were still pretty scary. Wait, no, I need more heals. I need more heals. Why did I do that? No! Don't die on me! Don't die on me, please! Don't die on me, please! No, I need heals. Mainly, they just took a while to kill. The triple health on the enemies due to difficulty 3 really took a while to whittle down. It didn't help that since I sacrificed most of my damage-dealing characters, I really could only have Freddy to do attacks. Bonnie could as well, but it's only when I didn't need him to heal, which wasn't very often. After bumming around for a bit, I encountered Balloon Boy, who I was convinced wasn't a problem. I'm worried over nothing. He can't do anything. Oh! No, he can! He can! This was the only real scare of the fight, though. I defeated him and put him on Team 1, and shifted Freddy to be with his toy counterpart on Team 2. After this, I thought, nah, I'd win, and went to defeat Auto Chipper. Thanks to Balloon Boy, I was dealing extra damage, and I also enacted a strategy I like to call the hit and run. Basically, I'd switch to Team 2, throw out a couple mic tosses, and then switch them out before any of them got to low health. It worked like a charm. Just like in real life! I defeated him and got the 2 chips behind him. After this, I thought, nah, I'd win, and went to defeat Auto Chipper in Area 2. This was basically the same fight as before, except I didn't realize I ran out of slots for chips, so the Evercomet week I got after defeating him was pretty useless to me. After this, I thought, nah, I'd win, and went to defeat Bouncer in Area 3. This was when I realized I was way too in over my head. Bouncer has the move Snowball, which is an incredibly high damaging move which hits all of my party members. This whole fight was an incredibly nerve-wracking ordeal. Snowball would get all my characters to low health, and then before any of them died, I spammed heals to get back to full. By the end of the fight, I started waiting for Bouncer to use snowballs so I could time a heal right after my characters got hit. I'm incredibly shocked this happened, but I defeated Bouncer with no characters lost. What's even more shocking is the fact that I haven't seen you guys like the video or subscribe yet. Ooh, see what I did there? But for real though, if you've enjoyed my silly goofy little antics so far, please consider liking the video, commenting, or subscribing. I'd appreciate it a lot. Anyways, back to the challenge. By this point, the enemies in the upcoming areas are gonna have Unscrew, which means members on my team are gonna get insta-killed. So before I ventured off into Lily Lake, I went to grab the block Unscrew chip. Just like Auto Shield, I have to clip through the glitch world and grab it, so I clipped into the glitch world and headed over to it. I was able to reach the chip, and I started to head back. I got into a battle with some of the enemies in this area, and it was then when I had realized my fatal mistake. Unlike my first time in this area when I put my worst characters on Team 1 in case someone died, all my good characters were sitting right out in the open. Go! Go! Run! How are you this slow? Run! No! Please! Please! No! No! Oh my god, Balloon Boy was on 1! He was on 1 HP! After making it out, I had to deal with the fact that one of my only healers, Toy Chica, died from a really stupid mistake. It's unfortunate we lost a healer, but I think Toy Chica's death is pretty fitting. Last challenge I did was all about beating the game with only insta-kills, and she was the reason the challenge was able to start in the first place. So her dying to get a chip relating to insta-kills is a pretty suitable end if you ask me. Along with that, Balloon Boy seems to have taken just a smidge of damage. How are you holding up, Balloon Boy? Ow! Ow! This hurts! Ow! Ow! He'll walk it off. After this tragedy, I ran into Phantom Chica and defeated her, who replaced Toy Chica's spot on Team 1. Also, now that I've made it to Lily Lake, Balloon Boy seems to be having some trouble again. All the enemies keep throwing out hot cheese, and every single one keeps landing on him. How are you holding up, Balloon Boy? Ow, this burns! Ow, my skin is melting! Just take some ibuprofen, you'll be fine. Eventually, I made it to Black Tomb Yard, and decided to give Team 2 a try. I quickly realized that that was a horrible idea because Freddy nearly died. I learned my lesson to not swap to Team 2, and tried to grind out some levels. It was going well. Okay, we're gonna go... What? Until it wasn't. Somehow, one of the enemies hit for 179 damage, which was more than Chica's max HP. There was simply no way she could have survived that. In around 10 minutes of playtime, I lost 2 out of my 3 healers. This means enemies and bosses are gonna have more opportunities to defeat more of my characters because I can't spam heals as quickly. I decided to try and not make it to the Pinwheel Circus for now, and grind out a few more characters in some earlier areas. I encountered Phantom Freddy and shoved him on Team 2, which upgrades Team Mike Toss to what I now like to call Team Freddy and the Freddys. All they're missing is one more Freddy and they could be a complete group. Because I don't have as many healers as I used to, I went ahead and bought all the med pods in Lolbit's shop and also got Dee Dee's Pearl, which provides healing as well. It's not enough healing though, so I went to Area 3 to search for Withered Chica, who has the healing move Cupcake. This is when I got really lucky because I found her only after my second battle. I got her and put her on Team 1. Now, I thought I was ready to get through the mines of Area 5 and make it to the Pinwheel Circus. Before I was able to get to the mines though, I encountered Golden Freddy. This was some pretty good luck, because if I unlocked him, Freddy and the Freddys would be a complete quartet. It took a long time to defeat him because the amount of health he had was absurd from difficulty 3, but eventually we were able to do it. This means Freddy and the Freddys is now a complete team! I was able to make it through the deep metal mines and reach the Pinwheel Circus without any issues. At this point, I became worried after doing some research on the upcoming boss I have to fight, Brow Boy. Compared to Bouncer, he's gonna have 5 times the amount of health with 15,000 HP, along with dealing over 4 times more damage. While I won't get one-tapped by his attacks, I would likely die in 2. So for right now, I went to grind EXP on the enemies in this area to boost my character's HP. What could go wrong, I thought? No other character has died as a result of me grinding levels in a tough area. What an idiot I was. A complete and utter idiot. You know, this death has probably upset me the most so far. Honestly, looking back, I was really mean to Balloon Boy. He didn't deserve it. I wish he made it further despite these obstacles he's had to overcome, but there's nothing I can do about it now. Rest in peace, Balloon Boy. Oh, right, I forgot, yeah. I forgot I still own your ghost, actually. Yeah, I unlocked Phantom Balloon Boy, by the way. I failed to mention it because he wasn't that important, but before Toy Chica died, I ran into Phantom BB and defeated him. I tucked him away on Team 2 for the most part, but now that Balloon Boy's gone, he can take his spot as the first member of Team 1. You know, I didn't really even bother to look at his move list, though. It's probably not even that good. So let me just take a quick look at his move list and... oh my god. Phantom Balloon Boy is... actually one of the best characters for this Nuzlocke? Now hold on, I know that is a bold claim to make for an only second row character. So let me explain. At this point in the Nuzlocke, future bosses are gonna hit like a truck due to the triple damage. Eventually, it's just gonna turn into a battle of trying not to die in one hit by the later bosses. And sure, you can use auto shield, defense chips, or buy defense upgrades from Mendo, but these only help so much. This is where Phantom Balloon Boy comes in.
Hi.
Phantom BB has a move called Gloom Balloon, which decreases attack damage from enemies. From the testing I've done, this may be the biggest way to decrease damage dealt to your characters. For example, the boss Snow Cone hits my characters for around 700 to 1400 damage without the debuff. With Gloom Balloon's debuff, however, I was only getting hit around 300 to 500 damage. That's a little less than half of what it was before. This is why, in my opinion, Phantom BB, along with the other characters with attack debuffing capabilities, are just as important to this challenge as the healers are. He's practically a necessity later in the Nuzlocke because of how hard bosses are gonna hit. After this discovery, I went ahead and completed some preparations for the next boss I have to fight, Brow Boy. I'm gonna summarize this real quick so we can get to the fight. Firstly, I bought a UFO bite for damage, and an eye laser bite for damage on bosses specifically. Secondly, I got Phantom Angle, JJ, Phantom Foxy, Shadow Freddy, Withered Bonnie, Nightmare Foxy, and Plush Trap. This seems like a lot, and it is a lot. I kinda went overboard here. But the only one I actually used was Phantom Angle, who I put on Team 1 as my damage dealer as they have Pizza Wheel too. And as we all know, Pizza Wheel is a very funny move. Thirdly, I got the chips Auto Mimic and Curse Status. Auto Mimic spawns a Mimic Ball that mimics most of your attacks, and Curse Status automatically applies every single debuff at the start of a battle. This is especially helpful for boss fights as this applies an attack debuff, which prevents the boss from getting a one-hit kill in before Phantom BB can do Gloom Balloon. With all my preparations ready, I went into the fight. Are you ready for Freddy? Oh my god! That is so much damage, that is so much damage, that is so much damage. Oh, no. Heal. Don't die on me. Please. Oh, no. Don't hit again. Don't hit Bonnie, Don't hit Bonnie, please. Okay. That was really scary. Thanks to all my preparation, I was able to defeat Brow Boy without anyone dying. My character's HP got pretty low a few times, but thanks to my Mimic Ball, the healing moves I did were multiplied, so I got double healing. Honestly, I was feeling really confident. You know, I'm feeling kind of lucky. I shouldn't say this, because I'm gonna jinx myself. This is probably going in the video right now, but we haven't lost somebody in a while, you know? We've been kinda chillin'. I headed into the Pinwheel Funhouse in order to defeat the next boss, Bubba. I was pretty worried about defeating him, but thanks to a block jump scare chip I found earlier in Black Tomb Yard, he shouldn't be as bad. Early in the battle, I noticed how helpful my block jump scare chip was. Haha, you can't do that. Na boob. Ah! In this fight, it became pretty apparent how Bonnie's health was becoming an issue. He has significantly less health than the other members of Team 1, and Bubba seemed to pick up on this because he would not stop going for him. Gloom Balloon. Bonnie is really on the struggle bus right now. Eventually, though, Bubba found an opening. No! Bonnie was dead, which meant I was back down to only having one healer. With some help from Team 2, I was able to finish the fight without anyone else dying. Unfortunately though, now that I'm back down to only one healer, I doubt I'm gonna be able to defeat Pork Patch now. Due to the triple health and damage, he's going to have 30,000 HP, along with an attack damage range of 1350 to 1647. Now that Withered Chica's my only healer, her healing output isn't going to be enough to withstand the damage, even with the Mimic Ball. She'll probably die, and if I have no more healers alive, my team is toast. So before fighting Pork Patch, I did a quick grind for stronger characters and a new healer.
Ooh. Oh my god!
2 hours later.
How long does it take to kill Funtime Foxy? Apparently that long. That long is how it takes. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Wait, you have Happy Jam too? Oh my god! Ooh. Withered Freddy. Wait, what? That gave me the biggest heart attack of my life. Oh my god, I thought I didn't have block Unscrew on it. Everybody was gonna die. Oh, you're a funny one. You're a funny little guy, you are. Oh yeah, I see you laughing.
At the end of the grind, I put together 2 new teams to take down Pork Patch. Team 1 consists of Phantom BB, Withered Chica, Funtime Foxy, and Golden Freddy. Phantom BB is here to spam Gloom Balloon, Golden Freddy spams Jump Scare, and everyone else spams heals. My I-Beam and UFO bites will deal the damage. Team 1's goal is just to stall out long enough before the boss dies. Team 2 consists of Freddy and the Freddy's Remastered Edition. We got Freddy, 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 and you guessed it, Freddy! You aren't Freddy. So maybe we have one non-Freddy on Freddy and the Freddy's, but I count him as an honorary one. Those pearly whites he's showing tells me that he's just the endoskeleton of a Freddy. He's got that big ol' grin on his face because none of his Freddy brothers have died yet. Seriously, I have like 8 Freddys and none of them have died. The only starting characters I have left are Freddys. All of my good characters keep dying instead of the Freddys. Please, Pork Patch, if you kill a character, please let it be a Freddy. Please, 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 please. Also, before I went into the fight, I went to Mendo's Endo upgrades. I bought the second endoskeleton to boost my defense. I could have grinded for the titanium one, but I don't want to fully finish the Nuzlocke when I'm 90 and on life support.
Guys! I finally got enough money to get the titanium endoskeleton! Time to fight Pork Patch!
So, this was it. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it out of this fight due to Pork Patch's high damage and health, but I've done all the preparation I can. Within reason. So without further ado, let's begin. The fight began, and thankfully, I didn't die in one hit. Pork Patch still hits incredibly hard, but thanks to my upgraded endoskeleton and Phantom BB lowering his attack, we were able to tank the damage. I started to get into a rhythm. Phantom BB and Golden Freddy would do debuffs, and Withered Chica and Funtime Foxy would spam heals. As long as I kept this up, we'd be alright. Later in the fight, some of my characters were getting low. Luckily, Funtime Foxy was next up. This is when the singular flaw in my plan showed its ugly little face. My plan to defeat Pork Patch doesn't account for human error. In my panic to make sure I selected Happy Jam 2, I hesitated on the move list to absolutely make sure I selected it instead of another move. Due to this hesitation, before the Happy Jam healed Funtime Foxy, Pork Patch got the kill. Unfortunately, Funtime Foxy is now our newest addition to the dead character graveyard. One of my healers was now dead, and my plan was beginning to crumble. I wanted to swap to Team 2, but if I did, Phantom BB couldn't spam attack debuffs. This could lead to all my characters getting one-shot. This led to the situation getting from bad.
Just a little more. Chica, don't die on me. Chica, don't die on me. You're literally my only healer left. You can't— No!
To worse. Withered Chica's death means all of my healers are now gone. I don't have a single one left. I was able to defeat Pork Patch after this and grab his key, but what can I do now? Without any healers, I can't take damage anymore, and I'm just gonna die. Even if I use all 3 of my med pods and Dee Dee's Pearl, I won't be able to out-heal the last 5 bosses. I'm just gonna die. Even if I wanted to get the last good healer in the game, Spring Bonnie, I can't even do that! Firstly, Spring Bonnie is the rarest animatronic in the game, so I'm incredibly likely to run into other characters beforehand. And if I'm not able to heal damage efficiently while fighting these characters, more and more of my strong characters will die. And even if I do get lucky and encounter Spring Bonnie as my first character encounter, they have the highest health stat in the game. And combined with triple HP, there's no way I could deal enough damage before my entire party dies. There's nothing I can do. My team is just going to die no matter what. I can't win anymore. I'll be honest with you all, there's just no way I can win anymore. I'm now a dead man walking, forced to fight all the bosses guarding the security switches. The switch in Fazbear Hills isn't guarded by a boss, so I can unlock that, but that's it. I wish there was some mystical, magical MacGuffin I could find that would solve all my problems, but there just isn't. Seriously, if you guys have any ideas on how this run could have been salvaged after this, please comment below, because in my eyes, it's impossible. There's no way. I've basically accepted my fate at this point, so I quickly put 2 teams together in order to fight my next boss, Overclock. He's one of the 3 bosses that guards the security switch you need to unlock to fight the final 2 bosses. With my team ready, I sent them into battle. Okay, so Mimic Ball, you already hit like a truck. This was a bad idea. This is such a bad idea. Why did I do this? This is such a lost cause. It's never been more over. Why did I think I could do this? And yeah, that's where my run ended. Honestly though, I still think I did really well even if I didn't win. I basically laid out all the strategies necessary for a winning run, and I could have made it all the way if I didn't lose all my healers. All you really need is an attack debuffer, 2 healers, and someone with Armor Song for security and Scott. Just get I-beams and UFOs to deal your damage, and make sure you have auto shield and an upgraded endoskeleton. You know, I kinda find it poetic in a way. Freddy was always with me since the start of the game, and he stayed on my team for the whole challenge until he was the last one standing. That's a pretty cool outcome for the last character I had alive out of the starting cast. Wait. Didn't I have another starting character that outlived Freddy? I don't remember anyone else. Well, if I don't remember, then it's probably not important. Guys? Where'd everybody go? Bonnie? Chica? Freddy? Guys! Oh my god, they all left me! Well, f*** you too! I'm gonna go play Fortnite!